All right, if you're new to split testing and you're curious how to remove bias in the testing process to make sure that the data is not skewed, I'm gonna give you some quick tips in this PickFu tutorial, so stay tuned. All right, let's get into it. So there's two ways that I'm gonna show you how to get the most out of your PickFu polls, and this is something that I learned by trial and error, so if you guys have any tips from running your polls, go ahead and share them with me. But one of the things that I noticed was that if you are running a split test on an Amazon listing specifically, you want to cover up some of the things that you can't necessarily control and that help you get a better sense of the insights on the things that you can change and control. So one of those things would be any Amazon badges. Another one might be the number of reviews. If your star rating actually shows very similar or comparable, I would just leave it. If one is obviously like a 2-star and one is a 4-star, that's gonna skew your results. So I would just cover up the whole thing. And then obviously price is another factor. So you wanna go ahead and cover up price. And then lastly, if you are doing a split test with a really well-known, really well-established brand, you might consider covering up the brand name so that you don't get a bunch of comments about them knowing the brand name, which doesn't necessarily help you in that case. So what I'm trying to do is avoid the bias and avoid wasted comments that really don't help us improve upon the listing. So those are the 4 areas that I would go ahead and edit. So if we take a look at this image here, you can see that I actually covered up the price, but I did not cover up the badge or the reviews. And so if we do a quick search right now, and if we search for the word review, you can see there's a number of comments here saying choice A has more reviews and the reviews are better. So, I mean, and there's 7 of these. So that's 7 wasted comments on the fact that this brand has more reviews, which we already know, and there's not really much we can do about that in terms of the design or optimization process that we're doing here. So in order to fix that, let me show you how quick and simple this is. I just go into Keynote or PowerPoint and I just add a little white box to cover up the price, cover up the brand name if I need to, cover up the stars, whatever piece might skew the data and might not give us favorable or helpful feedback. Not favorable feedback is totally fine, right? Because we want to get that. We want to figure out what's not helping our listing. So that is the first thing. So those 4 elements are crucial. The next piece that I noticed was there was some tests that I would be running and I didn't swap out the word product here. So you can see here, I asked, based on the image, which metal detector would you buy? And the reason why I use the word metal detector is because you have to remember that this is a simulated split test. The actual person leaving their response is not inside of Amazon. So they haven't actually searched for this product and might not know what this product is. So if your image is in fact not very clear and they don't really know what it is, they might just be sitting there saying, well, I don't even know what this is. And that might be a comment that you get back. So to make it really easy for people to give you great feedback, you want to replace the word product with the word metal detector. And let me show you what I mean. So if we go to create a poll, and PickFu is gonna give you some suggestions on what kinds of questions do you wanna ask. So typically you wanna ask which product looks better, based on the image, which product would you buy? And so if we selected this, and we uploaded those 2 pictures of the metal detectors, some people might be confused if they had never seen a metal detector before or didn't understand that that's what it was. So what I would do is just click here and replace this with the word metal detector so that it's very clear and so you're not getting wasted comments again. So there you have it. Just a couple quick tips to get you going in your split testing. Remove that bias and make sure you're maximizing getting the most value out of each and every quantitative and qualitative feedback that you're getting from your PickFu test. Take care.